That was so weird, bro. I was so
Yo,
like,
I
I'm
thought it
like,
glitched
dude, this thing
out.
glitched
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Oh my gosh, we're 16
Oh yeah,
by
the
9.
screen's
We're
widening.
16 by
See the
9.
screen?
What the heck? What an ending,
That
man.
was crazy.
Welcome back to Strictly Casual. My name is Ryder, and we're going to be getting into our reaction and review of episode 3 of Wandavision. If you haven't checked out our previous reaction of episode 1 and 2, that'll be linked down below. Be sure to subscribe. Each week, we'll be covering every single episode from the season, breaking down what's going on in the show. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it.
I like that they've had a different intro every time.
Yeah.
You know?
The hexagon pattern
cool.
again. The hexagon pattern is back.
With the bees.
The bees, right? Yeah. Oh my god, they look so nice. They look so cute together. What the heck is he doing? Frozen? What the heck?
Right? Yeah, he looks a little
weird.
frozen.
Figure it out? What the heck?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Did you do that?
The truth is, we
No way, did she do that?
Waters.
No way, Wanda did that.
She did that, right? That was so weird, bro. I was so
Yo,
like,
I
I'm
thought it
like,
glitched
dude, this thing
out.
glitched out.
Yeah. Hydra. Oh my god.
Hydra Stoke.
She really not notice?
Right, that's what I was thinking. I was like, dude, this lady must be blind. It's also so obvious that she's pregnant too,
Yeah.
right? Like,
It's
come on, that
very
fruit can
obvious.
only hide so much,
Yeah,
you know?
What? What the
There's
heck?
another one.
Right in his face. Oh my god.
Mm,
Whoa, she's saying, did you see it? Whoa, they're being sus.
they are being sus. Way too sus.
She was like, did you see her in there?
That's Mephisto right there,
Dude,
buddy.
it's him.
Where's Geraldine?
Ooh, I didn't see her walk out the front door.
She left.
What did she do to her?
She had a rush.
No way, the aspect ratio. Oh my gosh, we're 16
yeah,
by
the
9.
screen's widening.
We're 16 by
See
9.
the screen widening?
Let's go. No way. What the heck is this?
Oh, they kicked her out.
No
She's out.
way.
It's like a military operation.
What the heck?
Whoa.
What the heck? What an ending,
That
man.
was crazy.
Dude,
that was a great
I
episode.
cannot wait for season 4. Oh my. See, did I say I meant
Episode
episode 4? Yeah,
4.
episode 4. Sorry. All right, so initial reactions. What do you got, man?
First of all, I gotta say this was probably the best episode I've ever watched of any Marvel show. Like the
For sure.
suspense,
Absolutely.
the suspense in the second half made the first half that was a little adequate compared to the other episodes. I'm not gonna say I was bored with in the beginning, but I was definitely not as like gripped or like captivated as I was in the second half of this episode.
Absolutely.
Like
Okay.
I definitely am excited mainly because of the Geraldine storyline that took place, and just fascinated by how she came in, and you thought she was just like this cool character in the first 2 episodes, and now she was actually more like a central character to the plot.
Absolutely.
It's really exciting, and it's clear now more than ever that it's a military operation.
Absolutely.
You know, we saw the ending where we see the you know, Geraldine gets pushed out of the reality by Wanda. You know, nobody did that but Wanda, and she was almost like rejecting her from bringing truth to her. You know, she brings her the Ultron news. Such a crazy moment. I would say probably one of the craziest moments from the episode, aside from, so it was the moment where Wanda kind of like glitched Vision, because Vision was kind of getting like a little
Figuring
like,
out.
hey, there's something wrong here, like what's going on? And then like he leans in and is like almost trying to like tell her like, Wanda, something's not right. And then she like basically like just shifted the reality back to this like moment right before, and he's like, you look so lovely. And it's just like, and like me and Ryder were watching it, and we both were like, dude, did you skip back on that? Like, did you go back? You know,
It looked
because
weird.
it almost felt like you had just like, oh, I went back 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But it was just this really cool cut of it that it was just so cool. I'm absolutely blown away by the whole episode, but definitely those last like 10 minutes were just like so captivating.
Yeah.
I loved it.
For sure.
I loved it.
I think because it was in color, that's what really kind of got me engaged, because it felt more normal. It felt a lot more like, okay, now we're slowly getting back to normal MCU. The intro was great. It was really entertaining and a nice, cute little
Love
fun
the intro.
Yeah. I think the babies, you know, kind of the pregnancy thing seemed like it went on for a little bit, because it was like the whole episode was just, oh, I'm pregnant, and going through it. There was some funny moments for sure, but you know, I'm always like, okay, what's next? What's next? But as
Right.
soon as
we
like,
were there for the breaking of reality, not so
Yeah.
much the babies that
yeah,
were being
exactly.
born. Yeah.
It was cool that we got their names, you know, that kind of connect to the comics, Billy and Tommy. But like you said, as soon as Geraldine was kind of like, oh, Pietro and Ultron, it's like, oh, it's kicking into gear now. Something is like, oh man. And then with Agnes and Herb outside with Vision, it's like we're like, oh, like what the heck?
What
is
are
going-
you?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah. There's a lot of
Like,
conspiracies
going
now that
on?
we can get into. What are kind of like, what are you thinking with the characters in the story? Any conspiracies that you have already?
so my overall thinking is that some of these people are clearly actors that have just been placed into this universe, and I feel like there are people who Wanda has created in her head as additions to the universe, right?
Okay.
Like the Doris, I don't think she's so much as a military agent, but more of just a figment of her imagination, who she created to just add on to the world that she was creating,
Yeah.
right? That's why I kind of like when we do see her, she was still in black and white,
Mhm.
and she has one line, and then you never see her again.
Yeah.
It's like, are they still going to be playing a role in this
Uh-huh.
show, or are they just completely gone?
Mhm.
So there's a lot of speculation there, but the biggest is when Monica and Herb are kind of whispering, and then they're like, you can tell they're being super suspicious,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
And it's almost like, are they trying to get Vision on their side, or are they just trying to warn Vision? It's like,
Mhm.
what are they trying to get Vision
Yeah.
to do? Because Vision just looks like he's so confused.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he just,
He has no
and
idea.
I think it's partly due to the fact that personally, I think Vision is just a part of Wanda's mind,
Yeah,
and
I
she's
agree.
just brought him out of there as a figment of someone that she remembers and she misses, right?
Mhm.
So then it's like she has him there almost like as a stronghold of like, as long as Vision is here, everything
Mhm.
is good,
Yeah.
right? That's why every time he tries to sway off, she brings him back into, no, stay in this bubble with me.
Mhm.
See that? What about you? What kind of theories you got?
Well, there's a lot going around. There's really two major things, right? It comes down to, in the comics, there's House of M, which basically is like she realizes her kids aren't real, and then she loses her mind and kills all the mutants, right? So they could be playing an inspiration of that, of where
Wow.
she realizes the kids aren't real and she breaks the multiverse. You know, that could be one thing which I think might happen. Or there's another theory, of course, with Mephisto and Agatha Harkness, which could be Agnes, you know, which is kind of the play on words. So after seeing Agatha and Agnes and Herb talking, it's like, oh, Herb could be maybe that Mephisto that we're talking about. But the reason why it seems kind of weird now that I have no idea is because when he's like, oh, we're like, what do you mean we're just like, you two are just normal people or sword agents, or you, like, you know, it seems like they're not mystical beings.
Right.
They're in hiding. They're like, we're just people. Like, whoa. So, you know, it makes me think like I have no idea who's who, and you know, I'm interested to see the reveal of, okay, who's an agent, who's in Wanda's head, and who's the normal person, you know?
Maybe Sword is trying to get Wanda out,
Yeah.
not necessarily like, sure, they're monitoring the situation,
Mhm.
but maybe this grid was created by somebody else
Mhm.
and she's trapped. Because now that I think about it, when the beekeeper came in, where did he come through? The sewers. It wasn't through the normal walkway. He was trying to go underground this grid.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think because there was this speculation going around that Wanda could be a part of Sword, you know, like after Endgame, she's like, oh, I need to join a team. Let me just help out with S.H.I.E.L.D. and do some whatever job, you know? And she becomes friends with Monica. And somehow this world, the real mystery is who created the world, but that they probably got zapped into it. They don't know how, but they're into it. But Wanda's like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm enjoying it because I get Vision, I get my reality, and I'm enjoying it, you know? And so they send in Monica, they send in the helicopter, they send in the beekeeper, but it's like all these people, as soon as they get sent in, they become part of the world, you know, like you're saying. And so it's the mystery of, I don't think she's creating it. I think since Jimmy Woo was like, Wanda, who's doing this to you, Wanda? I think they know her. Like, it's like, you just were sent in a week ago and now you're part of a show. What's going on with you, you know? So
Right.
it's interesting to see.
Yeah, that's interesting, right?
Mhm,
Like,
yeah.
it's almost like it becomes a TV show and they're aware of it,
Uh-huh.
but they're also not aware of it. And it's just very interesting to see how that's playing out. I think the most interesting part to me so far has been like the significance of the colors, you know, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
like when they were in the black and white, and then now that they have all the color, she is so much more open with her powers than she was at the very beginning. Like
Yeah.
at the very beginning, it was very concealed, and then when she tells Vision to look at her kids, she's like, well, don't you want to see them as yourself?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like he turns into who he really is,
Yeah.
and it's like almost like she's becoming more and more comfortable with who Wanda
Yeah.
is, you know, Wanda Maximoff, where she even talks about Petrov. She brings
Yeah.
up her little brother which is so crazy because she had never mentioned him before up until this moment. And you're just like, wow. And that's what leads her to be like, well, maybe she remembers, you know, you're bringing up your brother. He was killed by Ultron. Maybe Monica's trying to help her remember. And that's when she throws her away.
Yeah.
You know, or pushes her out.
Yeah.
Dude, I got chills from that. Wow.
No, right? It's crazy. Yeah. Because it's all these different stories that are coming into play here. And it's going to be cool to find out like, oh, that's nothing, you know, like, for all we know, we could be overthinking the whole Mephisto.
Dude, I know, right?
Know?
We could be completely off.
It could be like the Agnes and Herb are maybe Shield. I mean, or maybe Sword agents too, because you know they're talking normally. Like I don't know. There's a lot of things at play here.
I didn't even think about the babies, like them not being real would break Wanda. You know, because I'm here thinking, well, it's gonna be Vision that she's sad about. But the loss of her kids would be devastating.
Absolutely.
Would be devastating. You know, so I feel like I'm telling you, she's gonna go on a rampage at the end and just completely destroy that whole.
Exactly.
Like they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe, you know, I think they realize that they're holding her there hostage essentially, and she might in a sense have Stockholm syndrome, where she's, you know, when you're captured, you end up kind of liking where you're at because it's all you know, so she's kind of like masked herself in this world. But I think when it finally breaks and she accepts that this isn't real, she's gonna go and just be like, oh, this is it. You're like, all hell's gonna break loose. I think the next coming episodes are gonna be awesome. This was definitely my favorite one so far.
I hope that for the next couple episodes that yes, we get to enjoy the new eras, but we also get more of the Geraldine scene where it's like, here's Pietro and Ultron, that like, that snap to reality. I want more of that, you know. I want to keep that up, you know, keep it up and I'll be happy.
I'm very excited to see what comes next. I hope that we see Geraldine's story play out. You know, you mentioned that she's actually Monica from Captain Marvel. She's the little girl, all grown up. And I wonder if she considers Sword to be a good group of people, or you know, maybe she fell into the bad side of the Marvel universe. I don't know. I can sit here and speculate all day.
I know,
but all I know is that the episode was fantastic, and I give it a 5-star review.
Oh wow, there we go. Nice. Yeah. I agree. It was
I would say the last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes get my 5 stars.
Okay. Yeah.
The first half, I would say 3.5.
Right.
You know, it obviously they need to develop a story, but those last 10 minutes, dude,
so good.
last 10 minutes were like, wow, that was what I wanted, and I got it. So thank you.
Nice. Well, there you have it. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and comment down below what you're most excited about to see in WandaVision. Subscribe for more. We will be covering every single episode of the season, and we'll see you guys next week for episode 4. Bye, everybody.
See you later.